Damn, bro. I feel like I haven't made a video in like 10 years or some shit, bro. It's been a minute. And I've been wanting to do a video like this for a while because I've been seeing a lot about careers and stuff like that on YouTube. It's a big thing because of inflation and how people's having a hard time out here, bro. So I figure I'd drop this knowledge and maybe I might be able to help some people. Um, so we're gonna talk about getting into the trades, and this is for all ages, bro. Like from if you about to graduate high school to if you in your 30s and you just need a career change because you're not making enough money or anything like that, bro. This is gonna be something I've lived through it, so I feel like I got some good information to pass about it. So start off with, bro. Before I get into it, I know a lot of people who do any type of like trade content. A lot of people bang on degrees, bro. They talk super bad about degrees. They tell you it's dumb, don't do it, it's pass, it's not worth it. I'm gonna tell y'all this, bro. If you go to get a degree in the Cupid shuffle, in a hokey pokey, then yes, you're gonna be broke as shit. You deserve to be broke because that was dumb as hell. There's no reason on earth why you should be going to school and not getting a degree that translates. So, if you're gonna go to school, you get a STEM degree or become a doctor or anything like that. Like anything that takes a lot of schooling, but is you're gonna have a return on your investment once you graduate, then I can understand that. But the only time a degree is bad is if you get a degree in some bullshit. I remember working with a Marine some years ago, and he was telling me about how the student debt he was, and was killing him. And I asked him, I was like, yo, bro, like, so what'd you get a degree in? This motherfucker said anthropology. What the fuck is you finna do with anthropology, gang? Like, what did you just, like, assume that you was gonna do anthropology and get $1 million? Like, who? And y'all probably don't know what the fuck anthropology is. I only know because I'm a little bit of a nerd, but what the fuck? So, like, this is what I'm talking about, bro. So just be smart about what you pick. But getting into it, though, so to start off with, before you decide to get into the trades and you go to school for it, right? So ECPI, UTI, things like that. Before you decide to go to any of those, what I would recommend to anyone who's getting into the trades who's new is go to school part-time, right? I'm talking about like maybe at night, something like that. Take 1 or 2 classes a week. Don't take a lot. And then get an entry-level job in the trades at the same time. I'm gonna tell you why. So I'm take my route for example. So if you're an electrician, right? When you start off in the electrical world, normally you'll be doing the bullshit. You're doing like the cable pulling. If you're doing residential, you'll be digging trenches, shit like that. The real back breaking work, you'll only be getting about, depending on where you at. I know in Virginia, like they're gonna start you off at like $10, $12 an hour. It's not gonna be much anything. It's gonna be like 40-hour weeks. You're not gonna get any overtime, but that's the key part. Because you're not getting any overtime, because you don't know enough to contribute for them to want to pay you that, what's gonna happen is you'll have 40 hours flat, and then you could go to school on the side. The reason why it's important is in the trades, bro, having school experience, you might get an extra dollar or two, but for the most part, if you go to ECPI or any of these like technical schools or anything like that, you'll get enough information to where you might start off at like $15, $16 an hour, because they're still going to consider you entry level because you haven't had any like in the field experience yet. Whereas if you go to school part-time and start in the trades, by the time you're done with your degree, you'll be starting off as opposed to $15, $16 an hour at more like 25, 26. You see what I'm saying? And that's dependent. I'm using Virginia right now. Like if you're in New York, it'll be like the difference between like 20 to 21 and 30 and 32. You see what I'm saying? So you'll be saving yourself money in the long run, right? You'll already have the experience. Now, I'm going to keep it a whole buck with y'all. I don't do no capping, none of that shit. This is going to suck. 100%. You're going to be tired. Your back's going to hurt. Your knees going to hurt. Now, that's predominantly if you don't take care of yourself. I'm going to be honest with you. I've been in the trades since I basically been an adult. I don't have a whole lot of problems, even though I have a lot of injuries from like the sports I do and stuff like that. That's because I take care of my body. I eat a lot of protein. I train regularly. I drink a gallon of water a day. You know, if you take care of your body's gonna take care of you. But if you go when you eating cupcakes and cookies and chips and shit, and you don't train, and you drink every day, and you smoke every day, and you smoke a pack of cigarettes and all this other shit, and you don't get any sleep, then your body's gonna break down. You know, I know a lot of people that's been in the trades well over 20 years, and they look great because they take care of themselves. But, you know, your body's only gonna put into you what you put into it. But get off topic. Anyhow, but yeah, it's gonna be rough, bro. And I'm gonna be honest with you, and this is, you know, I'm not gonna get into degrees fully in this, but this is with everything, bro. Like, don't expect the easy road. Don't expect for, you know, you gonna get in there, you gonna graduate school, you gonna get out, you be making all this money. It's not gonna happen. It's the same thing with degrees. People go, they get these degrees and all these, like, you know, whatever they get it in, ones that actually translate, but they still have to go entry level when they leave, because a job's not gonna give you, you know, higher than entry level pay with just school knowledge. Because speaking for somebody who went to school for my career path, it doesn't help. I mean, it helps a little bit, but it really, like, unless you get like your hands on it, you really try, you can only learn so much in the classroom, even if it's hands on. So, you know, nothing beats real world experience. So I would say do those two things and you'll get your start. And this is for anything. I use electrical work as an example because that's what I know. But that goes for plumbing, diesel techs, whatever. Go to school at night, work during the day. Cool thing is, too, more than likely, let's say it takes you 3.5 years to get your degree from that school while you're doing that, right? More than likely, by the time you graduate, you're probably already at $21, $22 an hour, just with the experience that you've gained. So with the experience that you gained with that degree, you might be looking at, off of that degree, you might be looking at $30 an hour, 30, 32. Now, I didn't stay in school. That's why it took me a little longer to get in the higher ranges. But the reason why I didn't stay in school is because, and the reason why you might not either, which I would keep this in mind, is overtime. Because as you start to know more, jobs aren't as reluctant to give you overtime. So the reason, what I mean is this. So if you don't know anything when you're coming into the market, it doesn't make sense for me to pay you overtime because you're not going to give me that much more of a benefit by you staying longer. I might as well just have you do your regular 40-hour week. But if you have more experience, I could turn around and give you an extra 10, 12 hours of OT. And everybody who's in the trades tell you that's where the bread is, the OT. Other thing, too, is attendance, bro. The number one thing that people, like, listen, if you one of them motherfuckers, you stay up all night, eat Twinkies and cupcakes and shit, and you play video games all day, and you can't bring your ass to work in the morning, you're going to fail. And that's not even just the trades. That's everything, bro. I think attendance is like, man, I can't tell you how many people I know that just don't come to fucking work. Like, that, I'm going to be honest with you, having a decent work ethic and being at work every day and having a good attitude will set you apart from everybody. 100%, 1,000%. You'll go like light years beyond most people in life if you have those three things. I don't see a scenario where it doesn't work. So, you know, that's something I would definitely say, bro. Have your attendance on point. And understand this too, that like there's other paths, right? So you don't have to stay in the trades forever. I don't want to deviate too much. I wanted to keep this very concise for this video, but yeah. So that's my advice to starting off in the trades, bro. If you're looking to get started, and then, you know, try different things. I went the electrical route because of the Marine Corps, but you know, man, the money out here is, because it's getting scarce, bro. If there was ever a better time to get into the trades, I'm gonna be so honest with you, bro. If you're serious about getting into the trades, and you're smart about it, I guarantee you that within a 4 to 5 year span, you'll be making more than a majority of people your age. 100%. I don't know anybody my age outside of like the military, and maybe like not even the military, really, like outside of like engineers and shit that I know, and doctors that are my age. I don't know anybody that makes as much as I do. And that all stems from the trades. And that's not me flexing or like that. I'm just trying to give y'all perspective on what could be waiting for you if you take that chance. Like I said, it's going to be a pain in the ass, though. Don't. It's going to be rough, but embrace that part and everything else will build from it. So I'll get up with y'all later.